Hidden error, usage of value is not recognized. Sharon Gamboa Cuneta-Pangilinan, better known as Sharon Cuneta, is a Filipino singer, actress and TV host. She has starred in 53 films, 10 television shows, and recorded 40 albums. Her popularity has translated into the field of advertising, where she is the highest-paid Filipino celebrity endorser. On November 22, 2011, following months of speculation, Sharon's move to TV5 was made official by signing a $1 billion contract with the Kapatid network, the highest ever paid to a Filipino artist. She parted ways with ABS-CBN, her home network of 24 years, on a cordial note. Her daily afternoon talk show Sharon, Kasama Mo, Kapatid premiered on May 14, 2012, and has been called an engaging program that aims to entertain and to inspire. In 2013, Cuneta returned to television with her very first comedy series in her 35-year career as an entertainer entitled, Madam Chairman, which premiered in October 2013 on TV5. On March 9, 2015, Sharon returned to ABS-CBN as one of the juries on Your Face Sounds Familiar, since March 14. Early life, Cuneta was born to Pablo Cuneta, a former mayor of Pasay who was the longest-serving mayor in the Philippines from 1951 to 1998, and Elaine Gamboa, a sister of actress and singer Helen Gamboa. Cuneta is also the first cousin of singer-actress Jean Cuneta. She has lived most of her early years in Dasmariñas ± village in Makati. Cuneta grew up surrounded by music, listening to her dad's record collection. Cuneta during her early years made her first TV appearance in Ike Lazada's show, in the Balilit portion, where she mimicked songs of her aunt, Helen Gamboa. Cuneta was just as young when she appeared in her first movie, the Rosanna Ortiz-George Estrigan starro Love is for Hire. She played one of Roderick Paulet's playmates. Cuneta attended St. Paul College of Pasig and International School Manila for her primary to secondary education. At the age of 11, in one of the parties Cuneta and her family has attended, she was asked to sing one of Cinderella's 1970s hits entitled, Bato Za Buangin. One of the guests in the party was TV host and comedian, Tito Soto, the husband of her Aunt Helen and Vika Music vice president at that time. Soto invited Cuneta to make a record for his label. She recorded her first single entitled, Tawagan G Pag-ibig at the age of 12. However, the record received a lukewarm response from the public as they felt that Cuneta was too young to record a love song, yet too old to record a children's song. Career equals 1978 to Euro 1980, career beginnings, Jukebox Princess equals, after the lukewarm response to her first single, Tawagan G Pag-ibig, Soto chose composer, Ray Valera to create a song for the 12-year-old aspiring singer. Valera composed, Mr. DJ, and handed it over to Soto. Cuneta first appeared on Philippine pop charts in 1978 with the Filipino pop culture hit Mr. DJ. The song became popular that gave her the moniker, DJ's Pet, which also became the title of her debut LP. Cuneta released one hit single after another including Nail Lala Ka, I Swing Mo Ako, Kalit Maputay na Ang Buhay Ko, and High School Life, which were also part of the Manila Sound era. Aside from her recording career, Cuneta began hosting with her aunt, Helen Gamboa, in a variety show entitled, CUTE. Or Call Us To for Entertainment in GMA7. In 1980, Cuneta was tapped to sing the theme song of a Vilma Santos Stara and a Cebu Film Festival entry entitled, Lounges at Tubig. The song was also Cuneta's first George Canseco song. At the time of the Cebu Film Festival, Santos was pregnant. Director Danny Zalcita asked Cuneta to pinch hit, to ride the float during the parade. Zalcita told her, if you would do this for me I will make you a star. It was a commitment, a promise I made to her. Equals 1981 to Euro 1983, Dear Heart and early movie career equals, in 1981, contrary to popular notion, Cuneta's first film was not produced by Viva Films but by a production outfit known as Sining Silangan. Director Danny Zalcita was selected to direct the film. Part of his job was also to convince the Cuneta household to allow Sharon to jump into acting. Armas de Luna, a member of the group Sharon's Angels, revealed that the Cunetas asked for a $220,000 talent fee, which at the time was a large amount for a newcomer. To the disbelief of Sharon's parents, Sining Silangan agreed to pay the sum without reservation. Cuneta starred in her very first feature film entitled, Dear Heart. She was paired with then close-up model and Regal Films' 1980s heartthrob, Gabby Concepcion. Dear Heart was successful and paved the way for future collaborations. Due to the commercial success of Dear Heart, a sequel was made. Since Sining Silangan didn't have the means to create an immediate follow-up film, Pablo Cuneta collaborated with Vic Del Rosario and established Viva Films. On November 12, 1981, Viva Films released its first feature film, P.S. I Love You, starring Cuneta and Concepcion. The film was a box office success and was followed by another Sharon-Gabby collaboration, My Only Love. Cuneta was also paired with other leading men, with the likes of William Martinez, Raul Santiago and Miguel Rodriguez from 1982 to 83, which made her the Ms. P movies for the years mentioned. She continued hosting the noontime show, Germs Pasial, later called GMA Super Show, with German Marino. She released albums such as P.S. I Love You, 16 and Sharon and Love. 1984 After playing poor little rich girl roles in her earlier movies, Viva Films decided to bring Cuneta to a wider variety of roles. After a year of hiatus in the movies, Cuneta was paired once again to Gabby Concepcion via the film Dapat Ka Bang Mahalin, which turned out to be a box office hit and led to the reconciliation of the couple after breaking up in 1982. In July 1984, Cuneta took on a rags to riches role for the first time with the movie, Because, Lulod and Mga Tala. It was shown against the Revolt film and Vilma Santos Films' sister Stella El Because, Lulod became a huge box office hit, beating the Santos film, and eventually crowned Cuneta as 1984's box office queen of AP movies. Cuneta also staged a two-night sold-out major concert at the Araneta Coliseum entitled, Sharon Solo with the Boys on July 20 and 21, 1984, and was cited as the year's most outstanding female concert hall act by ALI Awards. In September 23, 1984, Cuneta publicly married on-screen partner Gabby Concepcion at the Manila Cathedral. The ceremony was filmed and later on released as The Best of Sharon and Gabby on October the same year. It was followed by another Sharon-Gabby film entitled, Zaharapat Jinhawa the following month. In 1985, a pet project of the late Mina Aragon del Rosario, Bituing Wonglang Ningning was made into a film by Viva Films starring Cuneta, Christopher de Leon and Cherie Gil. Cuneta was then pregnant with KC Concepcion, her firstborn with Concepcion. The film was released on Valentine's Day, 1985, and was a box office success, crowning Cuneta once again as 1985's box office queen of AP movies and by the Zar Takalaya, the latter given at the 1986 FAMAS Awards. The moniker megastar was also given to her by the press during that year because of her continuous success in the box office. Cuneta was also recognized as 1984's Best Actress by FAMAS for her performance in Dapat Ka Bang Mahalin and by the Film Academy of the Philippines for Zaharapat Jinhawa. In 1986, Cuneta's string of hit movies continued as she stars on three big blockbuster movies, Nakagapos Napiso, Captain Barbell and Sainariwala ng Wakas, the latter crowning her once again as 1986's box office queen of AP movies. Her first solo musical variety show, The Sharon Cuneta Show, also premiered on September 1986 on IBC, which also went on to be one of the longest-running musical variety shows in Philippine television. In 1987, Cuneta starred in the comedy flick, Jack and Jill, opposite Herbert Bautista. The film was a success in the box office and a sequel was released the following year. On August 1987, after almost 3 years of marriage, Cuneta divorced Gabby Concepcion due to irreconcilable differences and bigamy, as Concepcion was already married to Jennifer Martin prior to his marriage with Cuneta. Cuneta also worked with national artist for film, Lino Brocka, for the first time via the film Pasan Ko Ang Daig Dig. The film did not fare well at the box office. However, it has earned Cuneta another Best Actress nomination from FAMAS. In 1988, Cuneta only did 2 films, Jack and Jill's Our America and Buy One, Take One, both receiving lukewarm response from the public. Her musical variety show, The Sharon Cuneta Show, transferred to a different network, from IBC to ABS-CBN on March 6, 1988. Cuneta continued touring abroad with the Sharon Cuneta U.S. Concert Tour 88, and was given a plaque of welcome and appreciation from Los Angeles Mayor Tom Bradley at her show at the Los Angeles Shrine Auditorium. In 1989, Cuneta worked with Lino Brocka once again in 2 movies, Three Muka and G Pagibig and Babangonaka Dudarajan Kita, the latter giving her another Best Actress nomination from FAMAS and the Film Academy of the Philippines. 1990-1995, Box Office Hall of Fame. Cuneta's reign as box office queen even made stronger when she did films with popular action stars like Fernando Poe Jr., Robin Padilla, Maging Sino Carman 1991, Ramon Bong Revilla Jr., Rudy Fernandez, to name a few. All those movies were certified blockbusters, that though she was already elevated to Hall of Fame as box office queen in 1990, she was crowned again in 1991 through 1993 because of the success of her movies. Cuneta also reconciled with estranged husband, Gabby Concepcion, in 3 more films, Bakit Ikaw Pa Rin, Unikang Naging Akin and Tayong Dalawa, the latter giving her a Grand Slam Best Actress nomination from PMPC Star Awards for Movies, FAMAS, Film Academy of the Philippines and Gawad Urian. In 1992, Cuneta reunited with former Flame, Richard Gomez, in the film Gayon at Kailanman, and in 1994 with Kapantay Langit. Cuneta also worked with musicians, Gary Valenciano and Kaputol Ngi Sangawit, Ariel Rivera in Ikaw, and rapper Andrew Ian Megamol. In 1995, Cuneta reunites with Fernando Poe, Jr. and Minsan Pa, and also worked for the very first time with Cesar Montano in the Lillian Velez Story. However, the latter bombed at the box office. 1996, Madrasta, Second Marriage and Hiatus. For the first time, in 1996, Cuneta made a film outside her mother's studio Viva Films via the film Madrasta from Star Cinema. This film garnered her Best Actress awards from all major award-giving bodies in the Philippines, hence a Grand Slam win for her outstanding performance in the film. Cuneta became one of the few actresses to be given a Grand Slam Best Actress award in Philippine cinema. On April 28, 1996, Sharon Cuneta married for the second time, to marry Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan in a private ceremony at the Cuneta residence in Dasmariñas Village, Makati City. In 1997, Cuneta also worked once again with Cesar Montano in Wala ng Ibigan Pangiba and with Albert Martinez in Nang Iniwan Moako, the latter giving her another Grand Slam Best Actress nomination the following year. On June 15, 1997, Cuneta's long-time-running musical variety show, The Sharon Cuneta Show, ended as she left the country for a while to be with her husband in Boston. Even though Cuneta was not in the country, she remained in the limelight because of her many TV commercials that Filipinos were able to view every day. When she arrived in 1998 from a year of living in Boston, ABS-CBN produced a talk show for her comeback entitled Sharon, which served as Cuneta's TV comeback after a year of hiatus from show business. The show had a successful 6-year run, becoming a top-rating weekly program and clinched Best Talk Show honors and Best Talk Show Host accolades for Cuneta. 2000s, Multimedia. In 2000, Cuneta filmed Minsan Manahaw Kita opposite Richard Gomez, which earned $10 million on its opening day. In September the same year, Cuneta's late father, Pablo Cuneta, mayor of Pasay City for 4 decades, died at the age of 90. In 2000, she gave birth to her second child and did a film the following year opposite Robin Padilla via Pagdating Ng Panayan. Pagdating Ng Panayan was also Viva Films' 20th anniversary offering. however the film bombed at the box office. In 2002, Cuneta celebrated her 25th year in show business with a two-night sold-out concert at the Araneta Coliseum dubbed the Mega Event. She replicated the same feat in a similar concert later in Cebu City. The same year, Cuneta was given a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Board of Directors of the Phil. Association of Recording Industry via the Dangle NG Musicang Filipino Award on her 25th years in music industry. She was named Best Actress during the 2002 Manila Film Festival in June for her role in Viva Films' Magkapated. In the same month she was given a Civic Award by the City of Manila the Patnubay NG Sining at Carlin-Wigan for cinema. Other list of awardees included the likes of Raul Locsin for architecture, Agnes Arellano for sculpture and the late Santiago Bose for new art form. In the last quarter of the year, she launched her first international album under BMG Records in Singapore. In 2003, Cuneta made 3 films. In May, she did Walang Kapalit opposite Richard Gomez, under Viva Films. In September, she also made a film for the first time with actor, Argon Mulch via Kung Ako Na Lang Sana, under Star Cinema. In December 2003, she made a film with independent producer Unity Pictures entitled Crying Ladies. With this film, she won a Best Actress award locally from the Pasato Awards and the People's Choice Award in the 2003 Metro Manila Film Festival. She was also cited as Best Actress internationally at the Brussels International Independent Film Festival held in 2004. On May 9, 2004, she took a break from her weekly Sunday musical talk show, Sharon, for her 3rd pregnancy. She gave birth to her 3rd child in September 2004. In 2005, she did a brief comeback on TV with a birthday special entitled, Wish Upon a Mega and released an album entitled, Sharon Sings Alcazid, a compilation of her versions of songs written by Ogie Alcazid. She did not make any films from 2004 through 2007 while she concentrated her career in television and music. For 2006, she released a studio album entitled, Isn't It Romantic, which was awarded with a Diamond certification. It was followed with the making of Isn't It Romantic 2 in 2007. On January 6, 2006, Cuneta returned to television from her maternity leave with a 40th birthday celebration on ABS-CBN's Ang Pagbabalik NG Bituin. The following month, she came back to her musical talk show, Sharon. After a long rest from filmmaking, she made another film entitled Caregiver in 2008 which, according to ABS-CBN, is their most expensive film. In this film, Cuneta played the role of a schoolteacher working abroad as a caregiver. The film was the 5th highest-grossing film of 2008. In 2009, Cuneta made a film with Idelas Alas via BFF and for the first time in her 30 years in show business a film with Regal Entertainment via Mano Po 6. On January 12, 2010, coinciding with her annual birthday show, her self-titled magazine Sharon at Home was launched and has since become one of the best-selling titles of ABS-CBN publishing. Her long-running musical talk show, Sharon, ended on October 3, 2010, to be replaced by a talent show, Star Power with singers Christian Bautista and Eric Santos as her co-hosts. After Star Power, Cuneta hosted the Philippine franchise of the popular U.S. reality show, The Biggest Loser Pinoy Edition on May 30, 2011, which she co-hosted. 2011-2013, transfer to TV5 and Madam Chairman on November 22, 2011, Cuneta left ABS-CBN, her home network of 23 years, and signed a 5-year contract with TV5. The contract was rumored to be worth 1 billion pesos, according to celebrity tweets in microblogging site Twitter, which is the biggest talent fee ever of any local artist in the Philippine showbiz history. In 2012, Cuneta started her first talk show under her new network entitled, Sharon, Kasama Mo, Kapated. The show ran for 8 months. In September 2013, Cuneta became a co-host of musical variety talk show The Mega and the songwriter alongside Ogie Alcazid. Cuneta's comedy series, Madam Chairman, premiered on October 14. It was her first TV series in 35 years. It revolves around a barangay chairwoman and her struggles in dividing her role as a mother and as a public official. Other ventures. Endorsements. Cuneta is the most expensive and effective product endorser in the country. She has endorsed a string of products, from fast food chains to feminine wash, to detergent soaps to shipping lines. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Lux, Selecta, Super Ferry, Globe Telecom, PH Care, Lucky Me, Alaska Milk and Tempra were some of the products where Cuneta became a notable ambassador. At one time, Cuneta was earning 8 million to 15 million Philippine pesos per product endorsed. Sharon at Home magazine. Cuneta has also released her own lifestyle magazine entitled Sharon at Home, published by ABS-CBN Publishing Incorporated. It features a different side of the multi-awarded singer, actress, and TV host. She serves as the magazine's editor-in-chief, and for the maiden issue, she welcomes readers into her home with advice and tips. Sharon at Home was able to publish 7 issues before Cuneta left her home network for 23 years, ABS-CBN, who was also the publisher of the magazine. Real estate enterprises and other business ventures. Cuneta owns a residential project of 6 high-quality exclusive 4-story townhouses at No. 74 Scout Rolos, Quezon City, near trendy restaurants in the area and within walking distance to and from Tormes Morato and Timog Avenues. Aside from residential real estate enterprises, Cuneta and her husband, Kiko Pangilinan, currently own a 3-hectare farm called Sweet Spring Country Farm in the uplands of Alfonso, Cavite. Filmography.